In this video, we are going to be working on the drawers of this heated wall bench. This wall is nice and heated, and this bench we did in the last videos. If you haven't seen all the videos of the series of building, check those out on our channel. And we are going to work on the bottom here. A lot of you suggested in the comments to put some boxes underneath as a simple solution. But this is a custom built bench and we did not build it by the shop standards what the boxes would be available. And also this is a bit more pricier than actually putting drawers in since we are making everything ourselves. So let's actually see the optional boxes that we would have that we could put underneath here.
So the options that they would have on IKEA is, first of all, this wood box. That's my favorite one they have. They of course have many more options. I'm just looking at the basic, what they suggest first on the page of organizing. Then they also have these velvet storage boxes. They're $12.99 or $9.99 for a bit smaller or even a smaller one. Then there's these plastic $7.99 ones with a lid you can add as well for $2.50. So it adds up to being 10. And also they have these cheaper boxes, so with lid. These ones actually I think are not the cheapest, but these are the flip lid. And then these are the cheap ones, so the ones with carton. And of course there's the plastic boxes. That's definitely not the look we would go with. The best one would be for me the wood one.
So now that you saw the options, let's see if we can beat them and make something a lot more fluid, a lot more nicer, and of course also cheaper. So let's get started. So the slides are all on, as you can see, nice and good. We didn't do soft close because I don't think these will be used as often. So we don't really need the soft close and we save quite a bit of money by going a bit cheaper with the normal ones. And that was a big mess with this one. We should have done that when we had the couch accessible and we could pull it out before we did the wall or even the cushioning. We just, we said, oh, fine, it's fine. We can redo it after. But yeah, that was much harder because it was kind of like working under a car to do it, but we did it and I got it and nice and straight. Hopefully it's gonna line good for the drawer because it needs to be precise so the drawer slides really nicely without getting bigger or smaller, because then the drawer gets sticky. So yeah, let's now go make the drawers, quickly attach them and make them nice and beautiful as well. So we have cut all the plywood into small little pieces. So we have the bottoms, we have the sides. Now we got a router in. We actually got a correct piece. It's not exactly 9mm, it's 9.5, but it's the closest I could get on spot without ordering online. And it's Bosch, so it's really nice quality. These last really long. We have cut with these thousands of pieces of wood with these Bosch ones. So yeah, the router is our biggest enemy because the mechanism that holds it from spinning in circles when you want to undo a piece is kind of sticking, so it's not really going in. You can't get it to lock, so you can't get to untighten. It's just, I mean, that router has probably done kind of hundreds of hours, so we have abused it a lot. So let's see if we can get this piece on. Otherwise, we'll need to do it with a new router with the hands, which is a lot harder than doing it like on a table setup like that. So let's hope we can get it in. It was because you were holding, yeah, you were holding it, that's why. It's spinning.
Okay.
I'm not even pressing, I'm not even able to press it.
Alright, it's spinning in circles like.
Yeah.
Ooh, why did we not come up with that earlier?
It works only on smaller pieces like that, but...
Nope. Oh, wait. No, it's like...
It slipped.
Yeah, it's... I feel a bit
I'm
of...
pressing harder.
Oh, no. So we took it apart, cleaned off the dust, and now it's working. Luckily.
It was just dust.
It was just dust. Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Ooh, that's a comfy seat, honestly. That is fluffy.
Are you sitting on sawdust?
Yeah, it's actually like a nice couch. We should maybe use sawdust for couches. Would be ecological and environmental. Ready? Mm-hmm. Just watch your eyes. There's not a lot of life left. Okay. Let's go inside.
My fingers are so frozen, I can't feel anything.
You got those?
I got them.
Hope it adds up nicely, no? It's routed really beautiful though. So the drawers are done and nice and dry, and we are ready to install them. Let's now start installing them. They are really nice and sturdy, came out perfect, and let's see if they actually fit to the hinge size. So let's get started installing them.
Are you mentally preparing yourself?
Which way you want? Forward? This way, forward, so you can never see the ugliness. Okay. Perfect.
Nice. So the first drawer is in with no absolute problems of needing to adjust anything.
Simple.
Simple, easy. Let's hope that this one does the same. That is perfect. Love it.
So we are done with the drawers. They work and function perfectly. A lot better than a basket. A basket would be quite hard, well, not hard, but it would be a lot more junky to get out. This is so nice and fluid, and everything is in here. You don't need a lid, you don't need anything, and you just close it back up and it's done. Some people would consider this finished. If I left it plywood, I would still add another plywood sheet that covers up all this black, and also covers up the hinges, the slides, so you can't see them, and add a nice handle or something. But we are gonna go same style as we did for the bed, so we are gonna actually add wood. So we love the wood. I mean, this is wood, but I prefer wood instead of plywood look more. So we're gonna go with the same exact 10 centimeter small little boards, and we're gonna cover them up as well. I think we're gonna do 2 big ones and 1 smaller one in the middle, because that's what it adds up to. And also here's gonna go a stripe of wood that's also gonna hold the fabric down like this. It's also gonna make this more of a sharper edge here, and also adds a bit more beauty here, covers up the staples and holds down the fabric. That also we probably need to prepare, because we need to know where that ends and where the drawer starts, so we can leave a nice gap, so we don't need to mess around with after. So let's get started and finish it up with a nice beautiful facade. As you can see, we have finished the bench. It looks amazing. I absolutely love how it matches with the wall. And now if we add the end boxes, it's gonna look even better. This giant hole there just doesn't look so nice. So as you can see, we are finished. Only thing, it needs some sort of stain, clear coat or varnish or oil, and also a handle to open it, because of course we don't have a way to open it. You gotta kind of wiggle from the bottom, but other than that, they feel and look really nice. I feel like we did it quite professionally and turned out pretty nice. And now for the thing that everyone's been waiting for, which is the breakdown of the cost. We rarely speak about costs, but we should more often, because things are not as expensive as they might seem, and it does come out a lot cheaper, of course, than buying, like pre-buy anything like this, or even boxes. Even just basic plastic boxes would come out more expensive than what we do here. And this is quite premium quality. We're using 12mm plywood, so I think the quality is not kind of comparable to anything you can really buy unless you buy custom made. So the cost in total for just the drawers, not any of this, is just the drawer cost. So instead of using boxes, we're using the drawers. So the plywood come out to 10 euros, so that's 10 euros for plywood. The slides come out to 5 euros each, so 10 euros for both slides. We could have went 3 euros more expensive per slide and had soft close. That was just something we didn't think it really needs, because it's not something you're gonna open often, but I love soft close. It's my favorite thing. I really enjoy it. So nice to just close it and let it like slowly close itself, but that's just a bit more expensive. And then the last thing, which is this facade wood. We could have went with the wood we get from a sawmill, straight away rough wood, and then we plane it and process it ourselves. Then probably we invest the electricity and the time and the effort, and maybe it comes out roughly the same cost. And this was in total 5 euros. This was pre-planed wood. It's not the nicest plane wood, I would like to sandpaper it, but I can always just go over it and sandpaper it now and make it much nicer. I did most of the edges, like this one here, I fully sandpapered, also the front, and it comes out softer and nicer. But yeah, that's €5. So in total, we paid €25 for these drawers. So $12.50 for each drawer. I think that's pretty cheap. And comparably, like a wood box would be 13, and you would need 3 of those, and it comes out pretty quick. That's like the IKEA small wood boxes, or like even baskets or anything. So that's kind of sums it up, our little comparison against boxes versus drawers, why we will always prefer slides and drawers. And also wheels, for the wheels, if you wanted wheels, first of all, you would need a plywood, and also the boxes would need a plywood on the bottom of our frame to be nice and flat, because we have a framing on the bottom, we don't have it like on the floor. So you would need a plywood, so the plywood would be already, you know, something you need to add to the cost. Plus also, if we added wheels on this, we would have to spend, I think it's €2 per wheel, and that would add up more expensive than the slides, would be €8. So same cost as soft close, and wheels would go like jiggly like this. When you close it, it will not go smoothly in, because, you know, it's wheels, they don't follow a rail or something. That's why I always prefer slides. Wheels are useful on other purposes, so movable furniture and such. So I think this is pretty good, and yeah, it's not very DIY friendly, but it's definitely doable with some basic tools. You don't have to router it like we do, you can just screw it on with some glue. We have done that as well for the kitchen, and that's holding on perfectly fine with no problem, especially if it's not a lot of weight. But I like this routering in technique because I feel like it holds a lot more weight from being able to pop through, and also glues it, kind of like seals it all together. Plus it also looks a lot smoother inside. It has no absolute like edges or no gaps. So I feel like that adds also a nice look at the end. But that's kind of pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we're gonna see you in the next one. We still have to continue. As you see, the front here is not finished. Here also we need to add some things, and then we also gotta continue on with all the white is gonna get covered up with shelves, so that's not gonna stay as is. It's gonna become kind of a storage wall. I hope it's gonna look good. So far this looks pretty good, and we are gonna go with the same style. We're gonna use plywood boxes, but we are gonna cover them with this wood. So as the boxes you saw in the corner, they're not gonna stay raw plywood. They're gonna get facaded with this wood, so it all matches kind of wood look, and none of it really looks kind of bland and plywoody, because I think that looks a bit too cheapy, and I feel like it needs to fit the character. So that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed, and we're gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.